Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Lloyd. Three-pointer, no good. Here's the three. Rebounded by Gabriel. In transition, here they come. And stolen by Edwards. Fires the three. Here's De Silva. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. The three is up. They get it again. Hits a three-pointer.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Board no good. Edwards for three. Tries again. And he lays it in.
And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard.
Here's Gabriel. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Here's De Silva. Down low. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Here's Ward. Knocks it down from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Ward's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. De Silva. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. De Silva's got 7 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Board no good.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
De Silva no good. Here we go. Pulls up for three. And that one's good. Ward. He has 6.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Edwards looking for an opening. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. They set the screen. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Basket counts. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. stolen away. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Free throw good, Edwards. .119 left in the first quarter here. This one for three. Out to the right wing. The three ball. And the three-pointer goes.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Lloyd. No points so far. Knocks down the triple.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside Edwards. Out to the wing. There's a screen. To the wing, right side. Here's De Silva. Buries it from three. De Silva's got 10 points.
It's impossible to win when you give up second and third chances to score.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lloyd can't get it to go. Lloyd's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Outside Edwards. With 2 seconds left. And the shot falls short that time. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Up 10. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
From deep, Randolph grabs the miss.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
They set the pick. Let's go with a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Inside. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Right wing. The three is up. Hits the trifecta.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Jacks up a three. Pure from three-point range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And there's a pick. The three. And Booker pulls it down.
Oh, love the intensity once you're hitting the boards.
To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Out left to the wing. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
And he throws it down with one hand.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Such a wide open look. 6 points for him.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now Napier. No points yet. The layup off target.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Randolph. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. Randolph's got 8.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Oh, there's the alley. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
There's the 3. Sinks it from distance.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
He's guarded by Napier. 1:14 left to play in the first half. Pass to Randolph. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. Randolph's got 11 points in the quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside Booker puts up a deep 3. That one no good. A tight game here in Utah. And it's all tied up.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
They set the pick. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
From outside the arc. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Jokic, guarded by Edwards. Jokic, and unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Takes a 3. The rebound by Horde. To the left side wing. From outside, off the mark. Pass to De Silva. For 3. Sinks the tray. De Silva's got 13.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Takes the 3. No luck on that one. To the middle. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
First First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Lets the three fly. Can't hit that one.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
So they take the lead. 9 points in the game.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
No one near him. Good on the jump shot.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Lloyd. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Lloyd's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Edwards. Off target with the 3.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Pass to Horde. With the fadeaway. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 7 rebounds in the game. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Back to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Goes back up, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. .156 left to play in the third. Second shot opportunity, rebounded by Gabriel. It's picked off. Edwards for 3. It's tipped. Here's De Silva. He's got 13. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Edwards has got 6.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Lloyd can't get it to go. Lloyd's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Pass to De Silva. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shot's good by Lloyd. 6 points for him.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Outside Edwards. Pass to De Silva. And there's the screen. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
De Silva's gone 6 of 10 shooting tonight from the field. Here's Lloyd. He nails it, and we're tied.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Lloyd's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. And here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Fires, top of the key. That one doesn't drop. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall, pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Takes it inside.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Kept alive. No good on the shot.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
To the inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. The fader. That one is off. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And the three off target. And here's the fast break. Randolph gets the bucket.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Booker with it. They set a pick. 5 to shoot. Nails it from 3.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Puts up a deep 3. Randolph grabs the miss. Shoots. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Left side, Booker. Fast break. Here we go. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
No good on the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And stolen by Booker. 3-on-3. There's a screen. Will it go? Drains the triple. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Randolph. Lets it go from deep. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Randolph. Launches it. A miss. Out of 8 shots, he's now made 6. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
From the arc. They get the rebound. And nails the tray.
Big-time bucket to put him in front. Now they've got to put everything into their D and come up with a big stop.
Here's the pick. Money!
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. We'll take it.
Here's Horde. And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Musa in at the shooting guard.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Campazzo, the pass to Tavares. Out left to the wing. Pass to Campazzo. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes in there.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Musa. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Tavares. Missed inside.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
That one's in. His first shot this game.
So that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Campazzo. Edwards defending. The shot by Deck, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
De Silva with the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Musa. From deep three-point land. They get it back. Pass to Deck. Here's Musa. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Musa's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Edwards. Down low.
Ball is turned over. The ball goes to the away team.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Musa. Here's Campazzo. There's the drive. Count that bucket. And this game is tied up now. Here is Edwards. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Plays it up off the glass. Here's Campazzo. Here's Deck. Pass to Campazzo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Musa. Takes the 3. Over to the left wing. There's the 3. That one doesn't go.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Pass to De Silva. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Edwards looking it over. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here's Garuba, and that one is good. Garuba's got his second bucket.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Gets an open look and hits. Here's Campazzo. Out to the wing. Takes it inside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Here's De Silva. He's got 5. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's Azania. Nailed from three-point land.
3.
And it's all knotted up. Puts up a deep 3. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. That one is no good. Azonia is out there with Yui, and it's Njai in at the 4 slot. Pass to Napier. Launches a 3. And that one is off. And now, here's Azonia. Napier covering. And Azania gets it to go. Azania's got 5.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Driving to the basket.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Huey. Napier covering. 6 to shoot. Booker pulls it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Njai. Good D by Booker.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Buries it down low. Here's Huey. Will it go? He can't get that one to fall. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Booker looking around.
Oh! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Huey sinks the three-pointer.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Azonia defending. Inside, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And Huey kicks to Njai.
2 minutes.
Ibaka, the pass to Huey. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. The shot will not fall. Huey's gone 1 of 4 so far. Booker with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. 1:39 left to play here in the half. A 3 ball. With the second effort, he lays it in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
A 3-pointer, no good. Booker with it. This one for 3. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And now, here's Hazonia. He has 5. Back to Ibaka. And it's denied. 46 seconds left in the first half. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Looking to end the run. Another miss by Ibaka. Unhindered, going all the way.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
20 seconds left now here in the second. Now Napier hasn't made one yet. Pass to Booker. 3-pointer. Unable to get that one. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Up 9. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
I get trying to play fast and loose, but if you're too loose with the shot selection, you'll end up wasting possessions.
Now let's go ahead and recognize the Player of the Month award recipients. And that is it for halftime.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. Off target from outside.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And it's Tavares in at the center, filling out the middle. Out to the right wing. Here's De Silva. Hits the three-point bomb. De Silva's got 9.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Pass to Musa. Launches from deep. It doesn't go for him. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
And it's Deck in at the 3, the small forward. Five to shoot. Lucic. And it's off from three-point range. Jack passes to Garuba. For 3. De Silva with the rebound.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And it's Tavares in at the center position. Fires from deep. It's good from long range. He's got 7.
And D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Garuba. Pass to Musa. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen.
Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And it's Tavares in at the center. Now here's Edwards. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Musa. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. A nice shot by Garuba.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Edwards. An easy 2 points on the layup. Edwards got his third basket of the night.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And the ball goes out of play following the shot. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Musa.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win. Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Lucic. Traps in the tray. 10 points for him.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Here's Garuba. He's got 6 to the inside. 1:05 left to play here in the third. Offensive rebound. It's tipped. On Friday, then on Thursday. .58 seconds left in the third. Here's Musa. From deep three-point land. Kept alive. Tavares passes to Garuba. Here's Musa. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Goes up again. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's De Silva. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. Lucic. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Leading by 17. Don't go anywhere, the final. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Hezonja, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hezonja defending. They set the pick. Lets it go with a 3. Hezonja defending. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And Yui kicks to Enja. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Huey. Napier covering. And Azania gets it to go.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
And some very quick points for him on that possession.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Njai, the pass to Hazania. To the wing on the left. Here's Huey. His three-pointers off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the dunk by Booker.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pass to Njai. Shoots the three. Hands it from downtown. Njai's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Got that one up quick.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Yep, it counts.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
There's the screen from downtown. The rebound by Njai. Here's Huey. Pass to Njai. A three-pointer off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Off target from three-point range. .149 left in the fourth quarter. And he's good on the three ball.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Hazonia defending. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Screen by Ibaka. Huey, the pass to Ibaka. The three. No good that time. Fires the three. Drills it from outside.
They maintain focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Huey. Napier covering. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. 23 seconds left in the fourth. There's a good screen. Giffey off target with his three. And here is Hazonia. Pass to Ibaka. They need this. No good that time. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this.
holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the small forward position. Here's Campazzo. Soft touch off the glass. So it's the home team now. Here's Horde. Puts up a three. And Musa pulls it down. For three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. In transition. The three. He drops it from range.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from him.
And there's the screen. Here's Lloyd. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Over to the wing. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Here's Deck. Here's Musa. From behind the arc. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Lloyd. To the right side. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Yep, count it. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Deck. Here's Musa. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lloyd can't get it to go. Here's Campazzo. Launches a three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Here's Horde. Misses the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
1:56 left to play in the first. Here's Lloyd. They need this. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Garuba. Yet to see a basket. And a missed layup.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
There's the triple. Shot's good by Lloyd. Lloyd's gone 2 for 3 from deep. Pass to Deck. Back to Campazzo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And so he hits both. Here's Lloyd. Give him 8 points now. Out to the right wing. From downtown. And Musa pulls it down. Pass to Deck. Fires the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Shot's good by Lloyd.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Garuba passes to Deck. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Deck. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's a pick. Out to the right wing. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And finally, they hit one.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
From outside the arc, he buries it from 3. Ford's got his second basket on the night.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Tie game and some big points being put on the board as we wrap up the first. After this break, we'll be back with the start of this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they...
Oh my goodness! Wow! Bring it home!
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
To the wing on the left. Here's Randolph. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Close game here in Philadelphia. Here's Hezonja. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Pass to Inja. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in. Inja's got his first points of the night.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
That's Ibaka defending.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
That's good.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
They set the screen. Here's Randolph. Offline with a 3.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Hezonja. Fires for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
To the right side. Here's Inja. Can't get it to fall.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
No one covering. He's got 6.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
To the left wing. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
On the take. Yep, that one goes. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. There's a screen.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Fades. Offensive rebound. Ibaka with a steal. It's stolen. Launches a 3. It's not going to go for him. Oh, they pick off the pass. And they're on the run. counted from distance.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Pass to Azonia. Shot clock at 6. Off target at the rim. And they're running. There's 47 seconds left in the second. That's Ibaka defending. There's the steal. Cuts off the pass. Inside. For 3. Drops in the 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Away team foul. And first personal foul, second team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the second period. Count that one. 5 points in the game.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
To end the run. And off the front iron, and in it goes. The steal. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, that's...
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the visiting team.
How have they...
That does it for halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jokic. Three-pointer off the mark. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the small forward. Here's Musa. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Lloyd. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Jokic. They get it back. Over to the left wing. Here's the 3.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to
you. Here's Horde. He has 6. Pass to Gabriel. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Here's Musa. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. The shot's good.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid.
And that one's good. Horde.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Off with the layup. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. give him 8 points now.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. The 3 is up. Musa, no good.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Board, no good.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's Musa. 7 points in the game. The shot that time not on target.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Offensive board. And the layup is good off the glass.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
The 3 is up. To the left wing. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. 6 to shoot. Pass to Campazzo. There's the 3. Rebounded by Gabriel.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
Lets it fly from 18. He's off on that one. Here's Garuba. Still no points. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got 4 rebounds now. From deep. Board no good.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Campazzo, the pass to Deck. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Right wing. Here's Musa. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. He's got 10.
Won this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Here's Lloyd. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Deck passes to Garuba. Here's Deck. Launches it. Tipped. And here comes the break. Here's Horde. And he buries the open 3 to cap the break. Horde's got 12.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. They lead by. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. That one goes in.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Pass to Njai. Banked it in off the glass.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Njai's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. To the wing on the left. Here's Randolph. All alone. And Azonia pulls it down.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
'Njai can't hit. Ibaka defending. Clock at 6. Really left him alone that time.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Njai's shot is good. Njai's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Pass to Ibaka. There's the triple. That shot off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, he picked him clean. 3-on-3. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Connects from downtown.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
There's a screen. Takes a 3. The shot misses. Grant wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
From behind the arc. They grab their own miss.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The 3. And Azonia pulls it down. Sweet little floater.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
A minute 37 left to play in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Pass to Azonia. Screen by Ibaka from downtown. There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter here. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Off target from three-point range. There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth. And he banks in the layup. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
Pass to Randolph. The 3. He can't get it to go.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
So it's the home team now. They've led by as many as 14. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's De Silva. And a miss there on the triple. He gets it in there.
First bucket of the evening. Now both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit. Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
To the left side wing. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. He takes it in, played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's Ward. The offensive rebound. Over to the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's De Silva. Buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
De Silva's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Ward. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Takes the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Here's Lloyd to halt the run, and he lays it up and in.
Boy, it looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Edwards with it. 4-3. Out left to the wing. Here's Horde. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Lets the three fly. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Fires the 3. They set the pick. From deep three-point land. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Outside Edwards. Here's the Silva. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And so he makes both from the line. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Lloyd. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Let's go with a 3, and can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. To the wing, right side. Pass to Horde. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. Horde's got 8 points.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's the Silva. 3-pointer. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He buries it from 3.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Edwards. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jokic. Here's Lloyd. There's the 3. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Edwards looking for an opening. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. He has 7.
Yeah, he's really giving up size in that matchup. But on the perimeter, he can find the room he needs.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. They lead by 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And he buries his first look.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
No good from outside. Hits the trifecta. So it's the home team now. Let's go with a three. And Booker pulls it down. From downtown. Out to the right wing. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Here's Napier. He's scoreless. This one for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Gabriel. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's Randolph. Out to the wing. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Gabriel. Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Outside Napier.
First team foul. Number 45. First personal foul. First team foul.
They set a pick. Clock at 6. They get the rebound. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he drops the first.
Number 22.
So he gets them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Knocks down the triple.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'd like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
The three. Gets the 3 ball to go. Give him 8.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Randolph. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. They set the pick. He's guarded by Napier. Plenty of space. And that one drops for him.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Out to the right wing. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. No good with the triple. And here's the fast break. Here's Randolph. Here's Gabriel. Pass to Randolph. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. There's a screen. Takes the 3. That shot off the mark.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Here's Gabriel. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Gabriel's got 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
To the paint. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
He had a huge height advantage there and did not mess around.
For 3. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. They get it back. Up top, Booker.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's De Silva. From outside the arc. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up 2. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've certainly earned that top spot. If they aren't the clear title favorites, they're on the short list. Their bench has been strong, guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the...
Appreciate you joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. De Silva's gone 1 for 4 from distance. Here's Lloyd. Fades back. And he can't get that one. And here they come.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Shot on the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. Lloyd's got 7. Lloyd's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. De Silva with the buckets.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Horde. Give him 8. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance. 11 points in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And there's the screen. The shot comes out.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Lloyd. 7 points in the game for the tie. And the layup is up and in. And that'll tie this game up.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Outside Edwards. And the three-pointer goes. Edwards has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to fall from beyond the arc. Here's Horde. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. To the wing on the left. Here's the pick. Takes a 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field. Horde's gone 4 of 7 from outside the arc. Good numbers. Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. And he drops it in from the low post. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
From the arc. And no good.
Absolutely tenacious guy. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Here's Lloyd. A minute 53 left in the third. Here's Horde. He's got 16 for the lead. De Silva with the rebound.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Board no good. And they're pushing it up. Right wing. Knocked loose. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
1:05 left in the third. To the middle. Here's De Silva. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Lloyd. He's got 9. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
De Silva, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Shots good by Lloyd. Lloyd's got 10 points in the quarter.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Pass to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly, and that's not gonna go. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. They lead by 6. We've got 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Here's Napier. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First free throw is good.
Napier. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Inside, here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Here's Randolph, pass to Gabriel. The 3 is up. Doesn't go that time.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
To take the lead. He drops it from range. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
There's a screen. Randolph passes to Gabriel from the baseline. Good work there as it goes.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Hits a 3-pointer.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
The 3 gets the 3 to fall.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading 3s back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
He shoots it. Randolph gets the bucket. Randolph's got his first points of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Fires the 3. And Booker pulls it down. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. With the drive, and he dunks it down.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. There's a screen to the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Edwards, he's checked in for Napier.
Number 3,
Jokibatis, guarded by Edwards. Driving inside. Jokibatis. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Those and-one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards outside. Can't get it to drop. Here's Lloyd. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
To stop the run. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Horde. Knocks down the long J. Horde's got 19 points.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the fourth. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Oh, massive three-point shot. I mean, you can tell he wants to step up for his team in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
The 3 ball. Shot's good by Lloyd.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Checking in for the away team, number 13.
Here's Deck.
Number 13.
Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Musa. That 3 off the mark. from outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Garuba for the three. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's De Silva. Lucic bangs home the trifecta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Musa passes to Tavares. Here's Garuba. Got a piece of it. And so just over a minute and a half played. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Musa. Knocks down the three ball.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Outside Edwards. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Musa. Fires the three. De Silva with the rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they could put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. B.A. Banks. Here's Deck. Pass to Campazzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Out to the right wing. Lucic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Tavares passes to Garuba. From the arc. Right wing. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Outside Edwards. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. They set the pick. Latre. Rebound by Tavares. Edwards gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Campazzo. And the basket is good.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to De Silva. There's the triple. Good on the triple.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
De Silva's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Here's Musa. From deep. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
For 3, Edwards. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They're up by 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Pass to Enja. Booker pulls it in.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Ibaka outside. Here's Huey. Napier covering. With the drive. And they pick up 2. Huey's got his first bucket of the night.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Fires for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Hezonja finds Ibaka. Here's the 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Giffey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Njai's shot is off. Pass to Napier. Hezonja defending. Takes a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Ibaka looking for an opening. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Ibaka's got 6 here in this quarter. There's the pick. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. That one goes. Count it.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
That one's in. His first shot this game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
That bucket in no time at all. 6 points for him.
This offense just continues to impress.
And Huey kicks to Ibaka. To the left wing. There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Giffey. From the top of the key, he buries it.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And now, here's Hezonja. Not a lot of room. From past the arc, and stolen by Napier. And they're pushing it up. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Man, he is feeling it from 3-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Hezonja defending. They set the screen. Here's Booker, and Booker throws it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Hazonia defending. Beyond the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And that concludes the first half. They lead by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise.
Bench mob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
And there's more NBA act. And that about wraps it up. And
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Here is Edwards. And it's Tavares in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Garuba pulls it down.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Deck. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Outside Edwards. They grab their own miss to the right side. Over to the wing. Lucic. Misses the three.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Driving the lane, and it's in there.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart and kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Musa with the bucket.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Outside Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute. Just 1 of 5 from the field.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul. Checking in for the away team.
The visitors on defense.
Number 13.
They've led by as many as 14 points. Jacks up a three. And no good. To the paint. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 5.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Deck. Here's Garuba. Up and in on the layup. Garuba's got his first bucket in this one.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. They get it again. Out to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. He doesn't hit that one.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Number 13. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Launches it.
And they've struggled from three-point range here in the second half, and it's making it that much harder for them to chip away at that lead. And that's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kick out.
2 minutes.
Lets the three fly. And the three ball is good.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Pass to Musa. Here's Deck. 1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Musa. Offensive rebound. Garuba the pass to Tavares. Here's Musa. 9 points in the game so far. Fires the three. Pass to Garuba. Fires for three. And Garuba is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Musa's got 4 3-pointers here and 9 shots. Edwards drives in. And that one, good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
56 seconds left to play in the third. To the left side wing. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. And the three off target.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rebound by Tavares. Here's Musa. 12 points for him. Pass to Tavares. Here's Musa. Edwards defending. Takes the three. Musa with the bucket. Musa's got 15 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Yui is out there with Hazonia, and it's Njai in at the 4. Hazonia defending. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first one falls.
0.
And so he hits both. Here's Huey. Pass to Hazonia. From past the arc. He can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
That's good from Hazonia.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Now here's Napier. Pass to Booker. Hazonia defending. And he converts the layup.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And Huey kicks to Ibaka. No good on the 3.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Giffey. They get the rebound. Oh, look out! Look out!
Now that's how you finish.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the shot goes in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Took him no time at all on that one.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
And he knocks down the first one.
Your home team, number 6, taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Poked away. It's stolen by Ibaka. Inside. From the arc. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Napier with it. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Ibaka for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ibaka's got it going outside tonight, hitting 4 of 5. 12 points from three-point land. The rebound by Ibaka.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Ibaka with the screen on Booker. A 3-ball. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Hazonia defending. Into the lane. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
There is no noise in the stands right now.
Takes a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Napier. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Here's Huey. And a miss there on the triple. Booker looking around. There's the triple. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Musa, just 5 on the clock. No good with a layup. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Campazzo. Launches it. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Stripped it away. It's tipped. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Lloyd. To the right side. Beyond the arc. On target from range.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Musa, no good. Here's Horde. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And there's a pick. Here's the 3. Pass to Campazzo. Second chance shot. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Musa from behind the arc. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
A tough matchup for the smaller defender there. Just shot right over the top without thinking twice.
Here's Lloyd. There's the triple. And that one's good. Gabriel's got 5 points.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
No question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Here's Musa. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
And right away, he's going to work on the boards, just fighting for every rebound.
Not only fighting on the boards, he's converting, and not just on the putback. It's been a great start for him.
4-3. And Campazzo missing. Pass to Gabriel from deep. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:33 left in the first quarter. Here's Musa.
They're getting cold in here. This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Gabriel's shot is off. Here's Deck. Still without a bucket. Over to the wing. Here's the break. Let's go with a 3. That shot is off. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the basket is good.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Here's Lloyd. Drains the triple. He has 6.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Here's Garuba. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both. There's 39 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Horde. Lets it go. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Gabriel. Here's the break. Here's Lloyd. Lets it go from deep. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
Here's Hazonia. 4-3. Nails it from 3. Jokic. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. And the second quarter about to get... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Garuba down low. Going inside. The 3 is up. Randolph grabs the miss. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That free throw no good. And the second free throw is good. Now here's Ibaka. Defense right on him. Lays it up and banks it in. The visitors with the ball. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Pass to Azonia. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Driving in. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Garuba down low. Ibaka for 3. Fires in the triple. Ibaka's got 5 points.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Azonia. And he drives in. Down low. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Randolph. Gets an open look and hits it.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Ibaka for 3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Takes a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
3 points.
Give him 8 points now.
And this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Sends it home from 3-point land.
You're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest 3-pointer you can imagine.
Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And they're on the break. From downtown, good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Ibaka's gone 2 of 5 tonight.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Pass to Azonia. There's a screen from Garuba. Looking to win the run. Counted from distance.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
36 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Randolph. Takes the 3. Offensive board. Second shot opportunity. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Randolph's gotten his second bucket of the game. Pass to Azonia. Here's the 3. Knocks down the long J.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
No good on the 3. Launches a 3. Second chance effort. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Up 8. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome in for halftime.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view. That does it for halftime.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. Beyond the arc, buries it from three.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Garuba passes to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Jacks up a three. Back to Campazzo. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the three, the small forward. Shot's good by Lloyd.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Musa. Drains the triple. He's got 6. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Lloyd. 11 points in the game. Gets the three to fall.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Here's Garuba. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Garuba's got 5 now.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Here's Musa. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. The three is up. Shot's good by Lloyd. Lloyd's got 8 here in this quarter.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to Musa. Launches it from deep. Unable to get that one.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
From outside the arc. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the left wing. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Board no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Musa. Gets the 3 ball to go. 9 points in the game.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Board no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Garuba. He's got 5, and he gets it to go. Garuba's got 7.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Garuba passes to Campazzo. In transition, here they come. From the arc. They get it back.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
That one's good for 2.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
They set the pick. Jokibatis fires in the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Here's Deck. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Garuba, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
16 seconds left in the third quarter here. Six to shoot. Here's Horde. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 14. And right after this, we'll bring... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the 3 slot. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
And the three-pointer goes.
Well-designed inbounds play. It's an art.
Pass to Inja. Ibaka with it. Fires the 3. Here's Hezonja. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. So it's the home team now. It's a 16-point game. Ibaka's shot is off.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Randolph gets the bucket.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Randolph's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Here's Hezonja. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
There's the triple. Inja grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And the shot's good.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And Hezonja pulls it down. From behind the arc. He can't hit that time. To the inside. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. For 3. Nails it from 3.
I just love the ball movement.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Ball stolen. Here's the break. Lets the 3 fly. The shot no good. Here's Randolph. The 3. Picked it out of midair. Here's Hezonja. The 3. Here's Injai. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
And again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to Hezonja. Back to Ibaka. Here's Hezonja. Three-pointer on target from range.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. And Hezonja pulls it down. There's a minute 17 left in the game. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works. It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
The baseline J. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
Pass to Inja. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. All by himself. The 3-ball hits the trifecta.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Launches it. He connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Lets it go from the wing. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA,